Green flag coming out the next time by off of turn number 4. It's Brent Marks and Justin Peck in row number 1. Rico Abreu and Spencer Bayston in row 2. Row 3 is James McFadden and Parker Price Miller. Row 4, Tyler Courtney and Corey Day. Brad Sweet in row 5 alongside of Anthony Macri. Row 6 is Kerry Madsen and Zeb Wise. Row 7, Jordan Poirier and Danny Dietrich. Row number 8, Jordan Thomas and Ryan Newton. Row 9, Brenham Crouch and Chris Windom. Row 10 is Jacob Allen, Mark Smith. And then Chad Miller, Tanner Thorson, Lynch, and Davey Franek round out the 24-car field here at Utica-Rome Speedway. Utica-Rome Speedway, we got them racked, we got them stacked, and we've got the grandstands packed. Let's go racing off at turn number 4. We are green.
High limit 410 sprint cars are green here at Utica-Rome Speedway. Quickly 3 wide for the runner-up spot. Rico Abreu's got it into turn number 3.
Rico Abreu quickly into the second spot, looking to track down Brent Marks. Abreu still winless with Kubota High Limit Racing in 2024. Wants to change that here tonight in the Empire State. Rolling into turn number 1. Abreu tries the bottom behind him. It's Justin Peck trying to rip the lip. It looked like Abreu closed in a little bit there on Brent Marks down the back straightaway.
I mentioned that brown, that moisture, more of it down the bottom side of the speedway. Rico Abreu living in it right now. Abreu digging off the bottom side. Brent Marks continues to roll the top. Then you've got Peck, Bayston, and McFadden rounding out the top 5, but Rico trying to reel in the back bumper of the 19 of Brent Marks.
There is no denying that Rico Abreu closing in just ever so slightly on Brent Marks. The last time by, he was 0.3 of a second faster in lap time than the driver to Myerstown, PA. This time by, he's a little bit slower, but they're still very, very close as they roll back into turn number 1. Justin Peck not too far behind in car number 13. Then it's Spencer Bayston and James McFadden, the top 5.
6th is Sunshine, Tyler Courtney, Parker Price Miller 7th, Brad Sweet, Corey Day, and Kerry Madsen the top 10 as Marks continues to set the pace. Lap times very similar. Marks opened up 2/10 that time, and Justin Peck trying to creep into the picture. Peck trying to get a run off at turn number 2 to reel in Abreu for the runner-up spot.
Abreu just needs to stay close, just needs to stay within striking distance of Brent Marks here as they close in on the back of the field. The first car they will encounter is Chad Miller, then Davey Franek. They still got maybe 5 or so laps till they get to the tail end of the field. That time by, Abreu 0.8 of a second behind. The number 19 car of Brent Marks. The top 5 has not changed. McFadden behind them in 4th, then Bayston, and then Sunshine. Single files, they make their way off of turn number 4 and down the front straightaway. But Rico maintaining the pace. That time by, 0.2 faster was the 24.
Here's the battle for 8th. That was Sweet and Day. Here comes Rico, though. Rico starting to get it wound up, digging down on that bottom side. Marks all of a sudden drops to the middle down here in 3 and 4. Brent Marks maybe starting to sense something as lap traffic going to become a factor very, very soon. And Justin Peck's going to become a factor as well. Peck starting to creep in.
Justin Peck very much a factor in the win for this one tonight as they work down the back straightaway. Rico to the inside is going to take the lead away. Rico Abreu underneath the Brent Marks, taking the lead away for a moment, but Brent Marks trying to fight back around the outside. But Rico Abreu leads lap number 7.
Yeah, Rico leads at the line. Now Marks gets bogged down behind Davey Franek here in lap traffic. Franek slides up in front of Marks. Peck trying to dig down on the bottom side, couldn't make it stick. Marks will hang on to the runner-up spot, but all of a sudden Rico starting to open up an advantage here over Marks now.
One car in between your top 2 is Sunshine, now underneath of Spencer Bayston. He's coming to call. Tyler Courtney's now into the 5th position as they work into turn number 1. Tyler Courtney so close to the win last night at Outlaw Speedway, finished up in 2nd. He has finished 2nd here twice in the past with the All-Stars. He makes his way into the top 5.
Yeah, does he have enough time? Does he have the race car to run down the more cars in front of him? Here goes Justin Peck. Peck all the way to the top side. Marks got stuck in the middle. Marks now behind the 88C of Chad Miller, and Brent Marks just struggling in lap traffic, and Justin Peck now into the runner-up spot, but Rico's got a 1.5 advantage now.
Justin Peck throwing caution to the wind right up around the outside groove here at Utica-Rome Speedway and is making up time. It looks like he might have a car to contend with Rico Abreu. Peck now goes to the bottom in 1 and 2. He likes the top in 3 and 4. The last time by, Peck was a couple thousandths faster than Rico, so might have something brewing up there on the top side of the racetrack in 3 and 4.
Marks goes to the top at 3 and 4 as well. Here comes James McFadden. Marks jumped the berm. McFadden's going to get by. Here comes Sunshine now trying to close in on Marks for 4th. But Brent Marks, been the best car all night, all of a sudden struggling here in the A-main.
3/10 faster that time by was Justin Peck as Brent Marks is trying to get back by the number 7 BC at Tyler Courtney. Courtney's up into 4th. They're going to try and split. They do. They get a little banana splitty right there on Chad Miller. And Tyler Courtney's got 4th. No, he doesn't. Brent Marks takes it right back over 4.
Yeah, Marks slid up in front of him. We're already halfway through. 13 complete, 12 to go. No lap cars now separating your leader. Justin Peck has picked off another one, and now he's got his eyes locked on the back bumper of Abreu as Sunshine and Brent Marks continue to battle here for 4th.
Justin Peck got the rod and reel out. He is absolutely catching up to the 24 of Rico Abreu. No doubt about that. Last time by, he was a couple hundredths faster as Abreu, trying to make his way through slower cars to the inside of Lynch. There's now 2 cars between himself and Justin Peck. Now Peck, he goes off the top of the racetrack, runs the bottom in 3 and 4, trying to move around in that Boot Motorsports number 13 car.
I don't know if he's got enough time. James McFadden might be better than both of these guys. McFadden all of a sudden really starting to reel in the 13 of Peck, as now 2 lap cars, as you mentioned, Chase, 2 lap cars between Peck and your leader Abreu. Peck going to try and go to the outside of Mark Smith, but here goes McFadden with a run on the bottom.
Yeah, Peck makes his way around the outside of Mark Smith, and now James McFadden trying to challenge for yet another 2nd place finish here with Kubota Racing. Peck trying to now catch up to the 42 of Lynch, but he is going to be challenged here. The Roth Enterprises, number 83 of McFadden, to the inside and turns 3 and 4. Tries to run the bottom, slips up off the inside, and Peck is going to have that 2nd spot still on the front straightaway.
Yeah, McFadden missed the bottom down there in 3 and 4 and allows Peck to hold on to the runner-up spot. They're both working about a 1.5 seconds behind Rico Abreu. Abreu able to get away every time Peck gets close enough to potentially offer a challenge. Abreu finds another gear. Here goes McFadden again to the inside of Justin Peck.
Still can't make the pass, and Justin Peck now trying to find a way by the 42 car of Lynch. He needs to do it in a hurry. As I say that, Abreu gets by another car. It's the 88 of Tanner Thorson. Now 2 cars separate or in between your top 2 drivers right now as McFadden drives it in deep into turns 3 and 4. Working on that middle part of the racetrack, trying to find some grip. He's going to lose wholesale position down the front straightaway, and Justin Peck starts to squirt away a little bit.
Rico Abreu's locked on go right now. Lead starting to swell, closing in on 2 seconds. Rico Abreu, first time here at the Utica-Rome Speedway, looking right at home, working off at turn number 4. Abreu's going to get the 5 to go sign this time by. 5 more trips around Utica-Rome for Abreu.
5 to go for the 2-4. He works the inside of the racetrack off at turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Jordan Poirier up the road. The next car he will encounter. The race is still on for 2nd though. J-Mac trying to find a way by Justin Peck. These two have been going at it for the last 5 or so laps. It's a seesaw battle as Peck drops the right rear over the banking, and McFadden looks to the inside down the front straightaway for 2nd.
Yeah, this is a great battle here for the runner-up spot. Justin Peck might have just given it away if McFadden can put together a smooth lap down on the bottom side. He's got a nose in front. Now Peck muscles back. McFadden, though, rolling the bottom side well down here in 3 and 4.
Wow, Justin Peck, the last time by, is going to be kicking himself for that one. Drop the right rear over the edge of the banking here at Utica-Rome Speedway. Going to work back to the outside of McFadden. And Justin Peck now back to 2nd off of turn number 2. Justin Peck does not want to give up that runner-up position, looking for his career best run of the season with Kubota Racing. This time by 2 to go for Rico Abreu.
Yeah, what a power move right through the middle of the racetrack over there in 1 and 2 for the 13 of Justin Peck to drive back around James McFadden and into 2nd, but the lead 2.1 seconds down the back straightaway and into 3 and 4 for Rico Abreu.
Rico coming through 3 and off of 4 behind Jacob Allen. There's still 2 cars between your 1st and 2nd place machines. Justin Peck has certainly closed the gap, but he's out of time. They're going into turn number 1 for the final time. Rico Abreu, it's been a tough start to 2024 with Kubota Racing underneath of Jacob Allen. Into turn number 3. He'll round 3, he'll round 4, and head home. He is so back. The Empire State of Mind. It's going to be Rico Abreu getting the win at Utica-Rome Speedway. Rico Abreu gets the win, his first ever visit to the half mile here in Vernon, New York. 2nd goes to Justin Peck, 3rd to James McFadden, and 4th to Brent Marks. 5th goes to Tyler Courtney, Brad Sweet 6th, Spencer Bayston in 7th, Parker Price Miller 8th, 9th Corey Day, and 10th will go to Kerry Madsen. 11th was Anthony Macri, 12th was Jordan Thomas, 13th Ryan Newton, 14th Danny Dietrich, 15th Zeb Wise, 16th to Chris Windom, 17th Jordan Poirier, 18th Jacob Allen, 19th Tanner Thorson, 20th to Lynch, and behind him it was Mark Smith, Brenham Crouch, Chad Miller, and Davey Franek. Here he comes, race fans, for the first time in 2024, your winner, Rico Abreu. He'll climb off the top of the wing, $12,000 richer here tonight at Utica-Rome Speedway. Make his way around the front of this race car, and it feels like it's been forever. But finally, Rico back in victory lane, Tony.
Rico Abreu, 3 times a winner with High Limit in 2023, but for the first time here in 2024, took 16 races, night number 17 here tonight. You guys get it done. An 11th and a 7th place, your last 2 results. I think it's safe to say this has not been a year you would typically expect out of yourself or your team. What's it feel like to put this thing back in victory lane?
Yeah, just, I really put this in my guys' hands. They just keep driving, that's a lot of it, and build confidence into me. And I just really focus on, through these ups and downs and racing, they're so easy to have, and just really focus on making sure my team is, mentally prepared for the next race. And just those discussions at the race shop, and you prepare for coming to these events and putting on, a performance. So it's, just hats off to our partners, Royal Jones, Rich Saddlehofer, Eddie with Whiskey Myers, got them in victory lane tonight. It's just this sport is very, very difficult. Lots of ups and downs in it, and I've really studied like Brad Sweet and Donnie Schatz and these guys that have come through successful careers. That really put in the grind to race sprint cars, and you study the history and their success, and Steve Kinzer's, and just understand the ups and downs and how you handle yourself, your composure, your body language at the races. We have unbelievable fans that show up to these races, and it's very, very important that they have a positive impression, a great experience when they come to these events. So no matter the highs and lows for us, this beats it all right here, standing in victory lane, and we work really hard at this, and it's very difficult to be successful in this sport, especially racing with high limit racing.
In 2024, when you committed to the entire high limit racing season, which at that time was 60 races, that's the first time you've ever committed to chase a sprint car championship full time. The last time you were at perfect attendance with a series you competed in was NASCAR trucks. Can you just talk about how difficult it is going up and down the road, racing against a field this deep and this talented, and now to come out on top?
Yeah, and I think it's they've made rule changes here. So with the Wickerbill situation, getting on these tracks that we've never been to, and we found a package last year that really worked, and it worked right out the gate, and we didn't have to really put in a massive effort to make it fast. My car was naturally fast and had raw speed last year, and we brought that package here this year, and nothing just really got that acceleration down the straightaways. And it's just very lucky to be racing with Ricky Warner, and the educational process that he's allowed Zach and Brady to have through this time period. This is where they learn the most as mechanics on these race cars, behind a guy like Rick, and that's experienced everything, and just very lucky to be, and fortunate to be in this position right now.
Ricky Warner was ripping the quad around about 5 o'clock this afternoon. Clearly he found something that both he and you liked for this number 24. Gus comes into Whiskey Myers victory lane. You talked about you have a vast majority of your fans, it feels like, are up here in New York State. As a winner with Kubota High Limit Racing, you get to send $1,000 of an angel donor's money to any charity of your choosing. So tonight, what charity are you supporting?
Yeah, definitely. The Hunt family is one of our partners, and they have a foundation built around their nephew. That's Jax's Superhero Foundation, and that's where my money's going to go tonight.
That's awesome. So we're going to quickly have you pull the 50-50 ticket. So it's over $4,000.
Thank you guys all for coming out. This has been amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. Rico talks about how such a vast majority of his fans come from New York State. $4,000 is going to be the 50-50 winning ticket here. 933-475. Again, 933-475. That was just pulled by your winner tonight. It's a pink ticket. It's a pink ticket. Rico Abreu is victorious for the first time in 2024 with Kubota High Limit Racing. He was victorious. He sent some money, and he also awarded somebody some money with that 50-50 ticket. Justin Peck started second, finished there. Man, you had a whale of a race, to quote Chase Rodman, with James McFadden there. He got around you inside of 5 laps to go, and then you guys railed around this place nearly side by side for the entire lap. What's doing that feel like?
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I mean, we were just out there kind of trying to find some grip, and there really wasn't much to be found. So it just seemed like whoever didn't spin the tires as much here or could run a little smoother line here was, the one that came, prevailed between our little battle. But, I felt like I had a really good race car. It was a bit free early there, and, the car really kind of came to life. And felt like I was making the top work really well in 3 and 4, and it got so thin at one point I decided I was going to start moving down, and then eventually blew it off coming off of 4 there and got to battle with James. But, I just can't thank my guys enough. Sean and Jake, they've, we struggled quite, pretty bad there for a while. And, we picked off 4 top 6s in a row. So hopefully we'll keep this little ball rolling and, keep putting Avanti windows and doors and Big Spring Car Wash, Water Treatment by Design, Gen More Floors, Speed Toys, Jake's Golf Carts, RKL Paving. Hopefully we'll put them in victory lane here soon. I mean, I know it's coming. We've been finding speed and feel like we're right there. So we'll just, keep chipping away at it and hopefully win a few of these.
Started second, finished second. That's Monrovia, Indiana's Justin Peck here with Kubota High Limit Racing. Somebody's got a beverage sitting here on the left front tire. I think that might belong to Mr. Peck. James McFadden, that's an interesting way to wear the Hoosier Tire neckband. Quite the fashion statement. How good does it feel to keep knocking these podiums down?
Yeah, good, mate. Our car was, predominantly speaking, when we struggle on tracks like last night and tonight. So, we've done a lot of searching and a lot of changing with our car, and I think we figured out something really good on the slick. So hats off to Brent, Wood, and Rob. This is, Rob's home state, so it's good to get on the podium. We were really, really good until the track took rubber and I got a little tight down the straight and struggled to get the bottom. But all in all, great night for the Roth Motorsport, Toyota, Mobile One. Hi to Dennis and Teresa back in California, and just pumped to be on the front straight. We keep finishing in the top 5 every night, and we'll pick some wins off. So keep trying. Like I said, these are predominantly tracks we've struggled at. So happy with the last 2 nights. Congrats to the guys in front of us, and thanks to everyone for coming out tonight.
All right, we'll let you and Maverick get back to the motocross track, okay?
Yeah, thanks, mate. I might have a beer.
All right, that's James McFadden. What an awesome night of racing, and James hit on it. I really should have referenced that during the interview. He told us earlier this afternoon that last night was kind of a surprise. They have not typically succeeded on these New York slick tracks in upstate New York, and so they tried a lot of things last night, and clearly they have hit on something with this number 83 Roth Motorsports entry. James McFadden third, Justin Peck second, and Rico Abreu scoring his first win with Kubota High Limit Racing here in 2024. You take a look to the side here, and the crowd is not exactly clearing out just yet. They've got modified cars coming up on track next, but what an awesome trip here to upstate New York. Beautiful part of the country, and hat is off to these racetracks. The track prep crews, just an awesome scene. Can't wait to get back up here again, hopefully very, very soon. I talked about already, Chase, I am heading straight for the parking lot because we have a 10-hour drive because we're going to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway tomorrow. I hope you have a safe flight.
Yeah, hey, thanks, Tony. Thank you very much. Hopefully you guys have a safe drive getting back there to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, as that's going to be a long trip over there from New York back to Indy. As we take a look at our race recap here, Chris, and start out with Brent Marks out front, but yet again, another Kubota High Limit race where the feature winner does not lead all of the laps. Rico Abreu was slowly but surely putting around the bottom and was able to make the pass right here on the back straightaway.
Yeah, I think he noticed the same thing that I noticed, that there was moisture, there was brown down on that bottom side of the speedway that we hadn't seen much of today. And he got down to it and finally started to hit his marks well. And as the top side kind of went away on Marks, Rico made his move.
He certainly did. Good battle here between Spencer Bayston and Tyler Courtney. They were the 1-2 finishers earlier this week at Kokomo Speedway, and Sunshine would end up inside the top 5 in tonight's feature event. And this battle the entire way between Peck and Marks was extremely good. Peck had a close call, as did Marks, getting by Chad Miller there. And then at the end, though, it was about James McFadden and Justin Peck racing for second.
Yeah, we were just talking up here during his interview, and I really feel like if this was that 30-lap race, McFadden probably could have got a little more meat on the bone. He was really, really good, I felt like, towards the end. As you see there, that was kind of the move that sealed it as Mark slipped off the berm, and Sunshine nearly got him. But this was a really good race here for second between Peck and McFadden.
It's just a different type of sprint car racing up here, man. You're keeping that car as straight as you can. You got the wing pulled back. You're just trying to get as much downforce as you can. And Rico Abreu, he found some downforce tonight. Gets his first win of the season, I should say, with Kubota High Limit Racing. Justin Peck in second, and James McFadden finished up in the third spot.